Hi everyone, welcome to episode 4 of the Halloween edition, where today we will be doing a pop art inspired face paint. So, in order to get started, we have to go through all of our supplies. So you're going to need yellow, black, and white, a total of 4 brushes, this brush called a daughter, and then you're going to need this palette here. Starting with the white, we're going to set the base for the face paint. You could go ahead and draw in the hairline at the big onset of painting this, or you could paint the entire face white and then draw the hair right on top of it. But for here, I went ahead and put in where I thought the hair would be at, so that way I don't mix my colors. But then again, this is all a matter of preference. As you can see, I also left the eyelids unpainted, but I try to get the white part as close to the waterline underneath as possible. One thing I forgot to mention in the beginning with the supplies, you're going to actually need a sponge to apply the eyelid part, or the eyeshadow part. So I took this turquoise color and applied this to the lid of the eyes. The reason why I like using the sponge instead of the brush is because it gives it a lighter feel to the eyeshadow and it covers a little bit more and it gives it more of that light powdery feeling. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take the yellow paint to draw in the hair. Since I set where I was going to place my hair in the onset of this painting, I already knew where I wanted to place my hair, and it's easier for me just to fill in places with the yellow paint. If you didn't, that's okay too. Just draw in anywhere you think the hair would go nicely, or just draw it into your liking. And so for the left side of the face, I took the yellow paint and did 2 little shark fins to create a little bit of hair that would come by the sides. And as you can see, I took my paint and it went into the white paint, which is completely fine because you're gonna be able to define the hair and the face with the black paint in a moment. Next, I'm gonna take my red and fill in my lipstick. And this is really as simple as filling in the lip part. Next, I'm gonna take my black and I'm gonna do all my fine lines. And the thing about pop art is that it has really weird angles. So I'm going to start with the lip part and add in the widow's peak and outline the lips first. And the reason I use a square black brush is because I want my lines to be thicker and more defined. And to make this look more dramatic, you could also extend those black lines a little bit beyond where your lips actually lie. And these just go on both sides of those lips. Then at the hairline, or the part of the left hand side, I'm going to draw a line that's going to cross over through the nose. And then I'm going to add a triangle shape to draw in a fake nose, and then it's going to go right down the middle of the mouth. So this is going to pass through that widow's peak and through the center of the chin. Right where that dividing line meets the eyebrow, you're going to go ahead and draw in eyebrows. These could be as thin or as thick as you'd like, but for me I made them a little bit thicker to make them more definitive and make them stand out more. Starting back at that part, we're going to go ahead and start separating the hair from the face. And I just took this line where I placed the hair and ended it with a little swirl. And to make it more cartoon-like, I added more lines just to give the hair a little bit more definition. And so as you can see here, I added another line following that first line that I placed, and then that third line on the outside of that, just to give it a little bit more definition. And don't forget to add in your eyebrow on the right hand side. And for the rest of the hair, I literally just traced in all the pieces that I had already set the hair to be at. So if you have a little bit of peaks, you just follow that and just outline it. And you want to make it come in towards the cheeks of your face. You could also curl off the tips of the hair, just as I did here, just to give it a little bit more swirliness and more cartoon-like features. And once you're done tracing all those pieces, go ahead and trace where your actual hairline meets your fake hairline, or the one that you colored in. As I mentioned, we're using this special brush called a daughter. I like this brush because it's spongy and it makes perfect circles every time. Taking the blue paint, we're going to add the most prominent feature of pop art, which is the spotted dots on the face. And the method I took to doing this was literally spacing it as much as possible and making it as even as possible. I like symmetry, so I was a little bit anal retentive about it. But there's no actual method to do it, and you could add them in any way you like. As you can see, these dots are perfectly circular. I'll have the link to this brush in the description below, as well as the other products. For this particular face, we're going to go ahead and do both blue and red. So I took the red and I did the other side of the face with red dots. And there you have pop art inspired face paint. It's so simple and easy to do, and there's no perfect method of doing it. So just take your imagination and run with it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like and subscribe for videos like these, and I will see you all next week where we will be doing a pumpkin face. In the meantime, check out my last video where I did Darth Maul. I'll see you all then. Bye!